Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, all my classmates. My name is Lawrence Adesheke, and I want to present the scandals that happened in West Fargo around September 2016. Now, West Fargo is for real. It's not makeup organization, and they specialize, and their model is to make profit in opening financial in in, in financial operations, opening accounts for people, and they specialize in selling different accounts for the community. Now, what ethical problem did they have around 2016? They, their executive sales quota that is extremely high and almost unattainable for their employees, particularly the junior employees. They have to reach some sales goal, either ethically or not ethically. So the junior employees also listened to the instruction and they started opening unauthorized and illegible account for their customers. Some of the people they opened for actually are not their customers. Now let us analyze some of the stakeholders of Wells Fargo. They are shareholders and investors, customers, regulators, government agencies, business partners, board of directors, their competitors like other banks and other financial institutions. Now, the stakeholder analysis says that some of these important stakeholders and investors, like employees, their owners, their customers, they all are affected by this illegal and fake account opening scandal. Some of the customers actually they have nothing to do with the account because it's not beneficial for them in any way. So they started getting fees, unexpected fees, and they also start getting bad credit reports without knowing why until the analysis or until the scandal became public. Then they decided to leave West Fargo. A lot of them left West Fargo for West Fargo's competitors. And in return, Wells Fargo lost a lot of reputation, a lot of respect, and they lost trust to the general public. The Wells Fargo's executive, some of them lost their job. Even the CEO got replaced by another CEO because of this scandal. And they got a lot of fine. They lost a lot of money because of fine from the federal government. And look at the pictures on your right. Now, how do we assess what happened or what Wells Fargo did ethically to open this account? It is called scandal because Wells Fargo portrays unethical culture by prioritizing profit over ethics. Portraying this is portrayed by the executive actually. They need strong ethical leadership. They need corporate accountability to account for what they are doing, and they need to be robust to have a robust decision making framework in order to prioritize integrity over short-term financial gains and performance. They need to prove and to choose core values over reality. They need to choose ethics over profits to train their employee to behave very well. Their leadership's role in the ethical breakdown is failure of the executives to manage their employees properly and to control Wells Fargo effectively. What is the code of ethics they violate? They did fraudulent account creation. They choose to deceive a lot of their customers, and they retaliate against whistleblowers so that they will not expose what Wells Fargo is doing wrong. Now, let us consider some social washing and cultural washing in particular that happened at Wells Fargo at that time. The internal stakeholders were concerned about social washing at Wells Fargo because Wells Fargo attempt to rebuild its image, but their actual behavior contradicts what the ethics is proposing or what ethics they need to follow. Now, they try to ethically train their workers. They introduce ethics training program, but they fail to address the root cause of unethical behavior, unrealistic sales quotas, and intense managerial pressures. High pressured performance expectation try to eliminate aggressive sales goals, but the internal pressure to meet targets remain. This push workers into unethical account sales practice. Now, looking at the picture below, we can see the social and cultural washing practice at Wells Fargo. A lot of these cultural washing are on ethical behavior and bad management from the executive. How to justify the proposed change? Wells Fargo is trying to convince the general public that they are now rebuilding their reputation so that people can trust them again. They need to balance ethical responsibility with business sustainability. Their customers, employee, investor, regulators, and public to regain trust as stakeholders. They need to reform for reputation management so that they can sustain long-term ethical and financial success. They need to change the ways of how they address their customers, employees, investors, regulators, and general public. And this proposed change continue because they need to still restore trust, fair banking practices for customers and stakeholders. They need to make sure their workplace is ethically controlled and culturally shift the workers so that they will not be opening illegal account or fake account. They need to reach financial stability, long-term value for investors. They need to have corporate social responsibility, rebuilding reputation to everybody, propose changes, rebranding efforts, emphasizing ethics, integrity, and corporate responsibility. And thank you very much for listening. That is my short presentation. These are the references used to do the presentation. I hope you have enjoyed it. Thank you and have a good day. Here are some of the instructions given to Chat GPT to guide this